Richard Harris, better known by his ring name Black Bart, was a prominent figure in the wrestling world with a career spanning over 3 decades. Harris competed in multiple major wrestling promotions, including WWE, WCW, and WCCW. He was known for his rugged persona and technical skill, capturing the NWA Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Championship during his career. A mentor to many, Black Bart notably trained WWE Hall of Famer John Bradshaw Layfield, JBL, who credited Harris with teaching him the fundamentals of professional wrestling. Harris's final match took place in July 1999 in McKinney, Texas. Tragically, he was diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer in early 2023. After battling the disease and undergoing chemotherapy, Harris entered hospice care. He passed away on January 9, 2025, at the age of 76. His wife shared the news on social media, receiving an outpouring of respect and condolences. JBL paid tribute to Harris, highlighting his role as a mentor and lifelong friend. Black Bart's impact on the wrestling world remains evident through the careers of those he inspired. Edward Wiskoski, widely recognized by his ring name, Colonel DeBeers, was a celebrated figure in professional wrestling, especially during the 1980s. He began his wrestling career in Portland, Oregon in 1972, having trained under legends Harley Race and Lord Littlebrook. Wiskoski rose to prominence in the American Wrestling Association, AWA, where he portrayed the villainous Colonel DeBeers character from 1985 until the promotion's closure in 1990. Throughout his career, he engaged in memorable rivalries with notable stars like Superfly Jimmy Snuka and Sergeant Slaughter. Wiskoski was a decorated competitor, holding the NWA United States Heavyweight Championship once and the NWA World Tag Team Championship 3 times, teaming with Buddy Rose twice and Roddy Piper once. After wrestling, he operated a wrestling school in Portland from 2001 to 2006, passing his knowledge to new generations. Edward Wiskoski passed away at the age of 80 on January 22, 2025. He spent his final years in Arizona, where he retired peacefully. His contributions to the industry, particularly during wrestling's territorial era, left a lasting impression on fans and peers alike. Ciclón Ramírez was a celebrated luchador, known for his high-flying and technical wrestling style. Beginning his career in 1982 under the ring name Boehne, he quickly established himself in Mexican wrestling. He later adopted the Ciclón Ramírez persona and went on to capture the Mexican national lightweight and welterweight championships, holding the latter for over 400 days. Primarily competing in Consejo Mundial de Lucha Libre, CMLL, he also appeared in AAA and other promotions. Ramírez's career was marked by a strong presence in the Mexican wrestling scene throughout the 80s and 90s. He wrestled his last match in August 2024, showcasing his enduring dedication to the sport. On March 4, 2025, Ciclón Ramírez tragically passed away at the age of 64 from a heart attack. The news was shared on his official Facebook page, accompanied by tributes from fans and fellow wrestlers. Ramírez's legacy lives on through his family. His son wrestles on the Mexican independent circuit, and his nephew continues to compete in CMLL, carrying forward his wrestling heritage. Vince Steele. Known as the Jurassic Juggernaut, Vince Steele was an admired professional wrestler and beloved member of the independent wrestling community. At just 39 years old, Steele's career was tragically cut short during an event in Ridgefield Park, New Jersey. On March 16, 2025, while performing in a multi-person match for Brie Combination Wrestling's Madness at the Mecca show, Steele suffered a sudden medical emergency. According to reports, he collapsed in the corner of the ring, and the referee immediately began administering CPR. Emergency responders arrived, including police officers who used a defibrillator. Despite their efforts and a 23-minute wait for an ambulance, Steele passed away at the event site. BCW confirmed that Steele had suffered a fatal heart attack during the match. Known not only for his strength and skill in the ring, but also for his inspiring presence backstage, Steele was deeply mourned by his wrestling family and fans worldwide. His sudden passing left a significant void in the wrestling community, with many remembering him as a dedicated and passionate performer. Gran Hamada, Hiroaki Hamada. Gran Hamada, born Hiroaki Hamada, was a pioneering Japanese professional wrestler, revered for blending Lucha Libre techniques with Japanese wrestling styles. Starting his career in 1972 with New Japan Pro Wrestling, NJPW, he was among the dojo's first trainees. Due to his smaller stature, Hamada was sent to Mexico in 1975 to train in Lucha Libre, where he mastered the art and became a key figure in popularizing cruiserweight wrestling worldwide. He competed extensively in Mexico's Universal Wrestling Association and worked with promotions such as All Japan Pro Wrestling. Hamada was also a co-founder of UWF Japan in 1990 and briefly held the WWE Intercontinental Tag Team Championship alongside Perro Aguayo. His innovative style influenced many wrestlers and helped shape the junior heavyweight division globally. Hamada retired in 2018 after a final match with Michinoku Pro in Japan. He passed away on February 15, 2025, at the age of 74, with news first reported in San Luis Potosi, Mexico. Hamada's career left an indelible mark on wrestling history as a bridge between Japanese puroresu and Mexican lucha libre traditions. Australian Suicide, Broderick Shepherd. Broderick Shepard, known to fans as Australian Suicide, was a rising star in the world of lucha libre who tragically died far too young. Born in Melbourne, Australia, Shepard began wrestling as a teenager in 2008 and quickly made a name for himself in the Australian independent scene. In 2013, he caught the attention of AWA promoter Conan, leading to his debut in the Mexican wrestling promotion as Australian Suicide. Shepard achieved notable success in AAA, holding the AAA World Cruiserweight Championship for 211 days in 2018. He also wrestled in Canada and made appearances in AEW Dark. On March 6, 2025, Shepard passed away suddenly at just 32 years old while in Mexico. The cause of death was not officially disclosed. His wife, Vanilla Vargas, expressed in a now-deleted social media post that Shepard wished to be buried with his family in Australia. Shepard was remembered for his dynamic wrestling style and infectious passion for the sport. His untimely death sent shockwaves through the Lucha Libre and international wrestling communities. Eric Priest, Mike Boehne. Mike Boehne, known in the wrestling world as Eric Priest, was a respected competitor primarily in the Chicago wrestling scene. Nicknamed the Underwear Model and the Gold Standard, Priest made his mark with AAW Wrestling, where he was a former Heritage Champion. Throughout his career, he also worked dark matches in Ring of Honor and contributed significantly to the independent wrestling landscape. Priest's wrestling persona was marked by charisma and a commitment to mentoring others in the wrestling community. Tragically, on February 25, 2025, Priest passed away at the age of 50 due to a motorcycle accident. His death was announced by AAW Wrestling on social media, which mourned the loss of a beloved performer and influencer in the Chicago wrestling scene. WWE Raw General Manager Adam Pearce also paid tribute, expressing heartbreak but gratitude for having witnessed Priest's growth in the industry. Priest is survived by his son, and his legacy continues through those he inspired both in and out of the ring. Osamu Nishimura. Osamu Nishimura was a revered Japanese professional wrestler known for his technical skill and resilience. A close friend of WWE's Shinsuke Nakamura, Nishimura began his career after training at the New Japan Pro Wrestling Dojo, debuting in 1991. Throughout his career, he competed primarily in NJPW and various National Wrestling Alliance (NWA) territories in the U.S. He trained under Dory Funk Jr. at the Funking Conservatory and continued wrestling well into the 2000s. Nishimura faced a difficult health battle after being diagnosed with stage 4 esophageal cancer in early 2024, having previously overcome a stomach tumor in 1998. His final match took place in December 2024 in Yokohama, Japan, a no-ropes, barbed wire death match that showcased his dedication and toughness. Nishimura passed away on February 28, 2025, at age 53. His passing was mourned by peers worldwide, with Nakamura remembering him as a kind, older brother figure. Nishimura's legacy is one of perseverance and respect for the craft of professional wrestling. Steve Mongo McMichael. Steve McMichael, affectionately known as Mongo, was a multi-talented athlete who made a successful transition from NFL football to professional wrestling. A former Chicago Bears linebacker, McMichael was a Super Bowl champion and a two-time Pro Bowler. He was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2024. In wrestling, McMichael was best known for his time in WCW, where he became a member of the legendary Four Horsemen stable and won the WCW United States Heavyweight Championship. He participated in over 150 matches, feuding with prominent wrestlers such as Jeff Jarrett. Before wrestling, he briefly appeared in WWF and was also a color commentator on WCW Monday Nitro. McMichael's health declined after being diagnosed with ALS in 2021. He was admitted to hospice care in April 2025 after being removed from life support. Steve McMichael passed away on April 23, 2025, at the age of 67. His passing was mourned deeply by both the sports and wrestling communities, who remember him as a fierce competitor and beloved personality. Sabu. Sabu, born Terry Michael Brunk, was a hardcore wrestling icon known for pushing the boundaries of extreme wrestling. A nephew of the legendary The Sheik, Sabu popularized the deathmatch style throughout his long career, particularly in ECW during the 1990s. He was a three-time ECW World Champion and held multiple titles, including the television and tag team championships. Sabu also competed in Japan's FMW, NJPW, WCW, TNA, and WWE. His WWE tenure was highlighted by a memorable lumberjack match against John Cena in 2006. Known for his daredevil antics, Sabu's style influenced generations of wrestlers. After years of performing, he retired just weeks before his passing, with his final match taking place in April 2025 against Joey Janela. On May 11, 2025, Sabu died at age 60. He remained a beloved figure in the wrestling world, and his contributions to hardcore and deathmatch wrestling have cemented his legacy as a true pioneer of the sport.